Well, I got my Aqua-Vu HD 7i Pro ready to inspect this grass bed here, get under the gunch. So my goal here is to find out what makes this precise area so productive. After all, I did catch a handful of my fish in this condensed area. Furthermore, I want to establish a better understanding as to why I was getting most of my strikes close to the outer edge and not deep within the shallow gunch. From the boat, you can only have a speculated perception as to what is transpiring below the water's surface. Regardless as to how educated your mental insight is, it's still a speculated one. Seeing is believing, and the visual knowledge you'll acquire by actually penetrating the cover and carefully investigating the underwater environment is not only accurate, but invaluable. It's basic fishing knowledge that the most important factor that influences fish location is the presence of food. So first we want to identify the food source with the Aqua-Vu. I started at the outer edge of the gunch where I was catching my fish, and recognizing the bait fish didn't take long at all. And there's your bluegills. Look, it's just all kinds of young of the year bluegill. I expected that. I saw some on the surface. The Aqua-Vu camera quickly confirmed my presumption that there was indeed a school of bait fish present. Oh, bluegills. So there's plenty of bluegills in here. And they seem to be just kind of underneath the canopy. When you do locate the food source, it's equally important to determine how it's positioned within the water column. Also, how broad an area does it cover? In this instance, the young of the year bluegill were not on the bottom, but suspended in a tight school mid-depth to just under the surface. Moreover, the camera verified that the baitfish school was not spread throughout the shallows, but only towards the outer edge of the pads and gunch, where the water was a little deeper, thus explaining why I was catching the fish close to the edge in a precise condensed area. But just like many of the bass I caught, it was at the base of the outer patches of grass where I ran into more, literally. My camera actually bumped into this guy. Then he continued to follow along with the camera for a bit. But it shows you that you don't necessarily need crystal clear water. The water clarity here was poor at best, and there was a lessening of light penetration at this depth. Yet the Aqua-Vu HD 7i Pro still captured informative video to help us understand what was going on below, and to show us what more could be available in the area. Check out the belly on this pig. I've said it before, find the food and you'll catch 'em, dude. I highly recommend that you spend some time studying the habitat with an Aqua-Vu camera, especially if you know what to look for. The knowledge you can obtain is well worth the effort, and I assure you, it'll improve your fishing.